People are driven by the search for better. But when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. The hiring process can be slow and overwhelming. Simplify hiring with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform. With over 350 million global monthly visitors according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. Join more than 3.5 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ13. That's Indeed.com/PODKATZ13. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to another episode of the Girl Stop Playing podcast. It's your favorite homegirl, Coriel, here to encourage you to stop playing with your potential and start working for what you want in life and in love. You already know that I'm bringing you the information and the conversations to help you make the money and get the honey. You can have it all as long as you are willing to work. And baby, today we are talking about how you can truly have it all. Because it's one thing to talk about it, but it's something totally different to actually experience it. Now, hopefully you are following me on social media. My favorite place at this time to hang out is probably Threads. And then close second is actually TikTok. Instagram has been such a hater with the algorithm that I'm definitely still active there, but I've been posting more on other platforms. So definitely make sure you stay connected at Coriel everywhere. But one of the things that I've been talking about on all of these platforms is this Chat GPT manifestation exercise. And it's basically where you are leveraging Chat GPT based on these prompts to help you create a clear vision for your dream life. And if you know anything about the law of attraction, being able to see the vision is what helps you to bring the vision into your reality. But in order for you to see it, sometimes you need help with those details. And if we're being honest, sometimes we get so caught up in doing the day-to-day things and working the jobs and making the money and being the mama and maintaining the marriage and doing the things that we don't even find time to dream. And so I'm hosting this delusional dream challenge where I am challenging women just like you to spend 5 days, 1 hour every day for 5 days, giving yourself the freedom to dream delusional dreams. Those dreams we used to dream when we were little girls, when we were telling people we were going to be a doctor, a lawyer, and an astronaut when we grow up. Those dreams that made no sense and were not based on reality. Those are the dreams that we have to give ourselves permission to dream, because when we start believing that blessings are on the way, when we start believing that we are worthy of the things that we want, that belief is what brings it to us. And so this ChatGPT experience was a super emotional experience for me. And when I posted it online, shared it with other people, they were in tears too. And so if y'all know me, well, you should know by now that when I get obsessed with something, I go completely like down the rabbit hole. And so I've created a Chat GPT tutorial. And then, like I said, I'm hosting this 5-day challenge. And then there's also don't laugh, but a 90-page workbook that I've created as a manifestation guide that goes along with the challenge and really goes beyond the challenge, because obviously we're not working through all 90 days or all 90 pages in just 5 days. But what you are about to listen to is the welcome and intention session that we did inside of the challenge. So I'm assuming that you have not registered for the challenge, but I wanted to share this part with you because I think it's super helpful in helping paint the picture of what's possible. So after you listen to this welcome and intention session, hit the link below and sign up to join the free Delusional Dreams Challenge. I set it up so that you can literally start whenever you are ready. So if you sign up today, Day one will start tomorrow, so you can sign up at any time. It is not date specific. Go to the link below, register so that you can literally meet the woman of your dreams. All right, get your notebook out unless you're driving. Peace. We are live. This is the 5-day Delusional Dreams Challenge. I am Coriel, your hostess with the mostest, beyond excited to welcome you all officially to this 5-day experience. I know that we called it a challenge, but baby, this is absolutely going to be an experience like no other. And so, if you are here because you actually signed up, you did the entire process, you signed up for the challenge, you gave your email, you received an email with this link, then guess what? You did everything that you need to do. And so now you are going to be able to follow along, stay connected, and receive all of the resources throughout this week. Now, while we're waiting on a couple more people to hop on, because I know that I started the stream late, I am so happy to have found this handy dandy little hat, y'all. Y'all, every time I wear this hat, you're going to hear me talk about why I have it on, because it meets so many needs. First of all, it's cute. It's giving throwback. It's giving auntie vibes. It's from the TikTok shop. The thing that makes it most special is part of my intention, part of what I want to manifest, part of something that I have been talking about, but I really have not been taking action on. So this is like a reflection of me taking action, and that is of me creating more passive income as a creator versus all of my income being based on me selling other products, like leveraging my audience to sell my own products. So I am excited to be officially like shooting my shot in the TikTok shop, but it's also a point that it takes action when we talk about manifestation. And we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about that throughout this week, because manifestation is magical, but it is not magical enough to work without you working. Okay. It only works when you work. So hopefully if you have a notebook, which if you attended the tutorial, then you know you got to have a notebook. Anytime you pull up with me, I want you to have a notebook, because I don't believe that anything happens by chance. I don't believe that you caught this. There's more than 100 people that signed up for this challenge. There's a small percentage of those people who are here right now. And so if you are watching this, whether you're watching it live or whether you're catching the replay, law of attraction is nothing new. Manifestation is in the Bible several times. The Secret came out in 2008. And so this is definitely something that people have been talking about. It's something that I have been investing in learning about, but it's something that you can get lazy with. It's one of those things. It's like positive thinking. It's like, you need to be positive. You can say your affirmations, but then when life be life, and when somebody piss you off, when you find yourself having road rage, you forget all that positive thinking. Practicing manifestation and practicing universal law can be the same. So it's like, I know that I want this thing, but life is life, and I got these bills to pay, these people getting on my nerves. So I don't have time to focus on my desires. I don't have time to be intentional about the things that I want to manifest, because I'm so busy being distracted. And so this week is a time for you to dedicate 5 days, just 5 days, to dedicate 5 days to a distraction-free dreaming experience. That's what the delusional dreaming experience, the delusional dream challenge, even though I really should just call it an experience, but the delusional dream challenge is all about. It's about creating a safe space, giving yourself time to dream. When we were little kids, we didn't have anything but time to dream. We weren't worried about bills. We weren't worried about going to work. We weren't worried about titles. We weren't worried about expectations. We weren't worried about people pleasing. Like, all we were worried about was what we wanted. And we have gotten so brainwashed to believe that thinking of yourself is selfish. That's not how this works. You have to take care of yourself. You have to know what you are striving for. You have to know what you're working for. You have to know what you desire so that you can bring it into reality. So many people find it super easy to rattle off a list of what they don't want, what they don't like. But then if I turn around and ask you, well, what do you want? What do you like? A lot of times you find it hard to do that. And even if you can do it, you can name it. Most people can't name it in great detail. And so this 5-day delusional dream challenge is going to help you get detailed with your dreams, which is super crucial when it comes to being able to close your eyes and envision it. It's the envisioning process, using your imagination, getting those butterflies in your stomach, getting excited about it, getting that energy of, wait a minute, I can actually have this. Wait a minute, that can actually be mine. That energy is what's going to bring it to you. That is how the law of attraction works. The law of attraction is literally a magnet, but it's not a magnet to who you are. It's a magnet to how you think. Okay. It's not a magnet to you being a good person. It's a magnet to you having good thoughts about that thing that you want to manifest. You being a good person means nothing. You being a people pleaser means nothing. You being a professional, high earning, high achieving woman, none of that means anything if you are not, if your attention is not on your intention. Put that in your notebook. You have to keep your attention, so what you're focused on your intention, what you want to manifest. So what you focus on has to match what you want to manifest. So in terms of what you can expect over this 5-day delusional dream challenge, and again, if you are watching this, but you have not officially registered, make sure you visit Coriel.com to register so that you can receive the daily emails. Inside of those daily emails is going to be a mini masterclass. I called it a mini masterclass so that I can keep myself under wraps in 20 minutes or less. I know that y'all are busy. I know that your schedules are tight. We're on different time zones. And so I want to give you what I need to give you in 20 minutes or less. And that's going to be sent directly to your email. So you don't have to worry about logging on live anywhere. This is the only live session of the entire challenge. I know, again, that we are all busy. Moms, the schedules can be unpredictable. Career women, entrepreneurs, the schedules can be unpredictable. And I did not want your participation to be determined by your schedule or your time zone. And so every day you'll receive the masterclass directly to your email, along with a prompt for the day and an alignment assignment for the day. So an exercise, an activity, something for you to actually do. This is not a masterclass. Okay. This is called a challenge because I am challenging you to actually do something. I'm going to say it again. Manifestation is not so magical that it works without you doing the work. It only works if you work. It only works if you work. And so every day there's going to be something for you to do, an action for you to take, an activity for you to do, something for you to do to practice the law of action, which is all about taking action towards the things that you desire, and also the law of assumption, which is literally basing your actions on the assumption that what you desire is yours. I'm going to act as if it already is. I'm going to act right now as if I know that I'm about to be living that life. So I'm going to do what I need to do right now. I'm going to think the way that I need to think. I'm going to act the way that I need to act because I know what's coming. So we're literally going to be actively using universal laws all week long. Now, ideally, this will go beyond just the 5 days, right? Ideally, you will get lost in the sauce and you'll go down the rabbit holes when it comes to manifestation and universal laws. And you will really figure out how to make this part of your lifestyle, how to make manifestation a daily part of your practice and your routine, and how you think and the way you move and the way you speak. It literally is a way of life. Okay, it truly is a way of life. And so my goal is to just share the lifestyle with you. And so you can incorporate this lifestyle beyond just our 5 days. And again, that digital workbook is going to help you do that, because inside of that workbook, there's a 30-day scripting challenge. So that's at least another 30 days of you being accountable to something. You won't necessarily be accountable to this group, but at least with that workbook, you are accountable to yourself and that 30-day scripting challenge. So the goal is to take this beyond the 30 days, but beyond our 5 days, but I need for you to know that it's going to require you to take action. This is not a spectator sport. Yes, you can still get the workbook, and I'll drop the link in a second. It should also be in your email. But this challenge is not meant to be a spectator sport. This is meant to be active participation, a collaborative experience. Okay. You're only going to get out of it what you put into it. And so every day I'm giving you an alignment assignment, an assignment that is meant to get you closer, more closely in alignment with the things that you desire, more closely in alignment with God's assignment for your life. That's a part of this process too. Whatever your spiritual beliefs or religious beliefs are, you can insert whatever feels good to you when I say God, but really truly saying a prayer or setting an intention or in your meditation, asking for confirmation that what you want is what God has for you, that the things that you desire are not outside of what God has for you. We want to make sure that the things that we are typing into chat GPT and the things that we are putting up on our vision board are in alignment with God's vision and God's plan and God's purpose, because it is literally pointless to be out here spinning our wheels talking about this dream life that we want to live that is out of alignment with his divine assignment. Okay. So that's a part of the process too. It's going to God in prayer. It's sitting with yourself and getting quiet in meditation. It's doing your journaling exercises and really, really figuring out, are the things that you desire, are they in alignment with God's assignment? Or are these just things that you are picking out based on Instagram? Do not get caught up in trying to design your life based on the life you think somebody else is living. Okay. I cannot stress that enough, because we will literally put on our vision board and say in our prayers, literally beg God for something that we are clueless about. We will beg God about the fantasy of something when we have no idea what the reality is. We're begging God for that man when you don't even know what it takes to put up with him. You don't even know how many like lampshades you got to swing from in the bedroom. You don't even know how much mess he's bringing into that woman's life. You don't even know what it takes to maintain or manage the thing that you are fantasizing about. So it is pointless to base your desires off of what you see somebody else having. Okay. We don't know what it took to get it. We don't know what it's going to take to maintain it. So we want to base our desires off of our prayers. Okay. We want to go to God. And that might be something that you want to take into consideration this week as well. If you are a spiritual person, if you are a woman who has a history of fasting, this is the perfect time to do that. Okay, that is not necessarily something that I'm recommending, encouraging, but if that's something that you subscribe to, if that's something that you've seen success with, there is a next level clarity and focus that you have when you are doing a fast, especially when you're doing, a fast where you are not eating for a specific time period and you are being intentional with your prayer and your devotion time and your journal time and your meditation. So whatever you feel like you need to incorporate into this challenge to really make it an experience for you, do that. Okay. I'm just giving you like the basics, but you can feel free to customize this experience to make it make sense to you. Now, like I said, am a student of universal law. I do not claim to be an expert. I am sharing information that I have found. Take it, let it pique your interest, and feel free to deep dive. Okay. Feel free to go down the rabbit hole to really figure out how you can make it make sense for you. Now, if you did get let me take a sip of my tea. Y'all, Chat GPT even told me that I need to drink more tea. Based on my dream, based on my career, this is a part of it. Okay, when I tell you me and Chat GPT go together at this point, it's like my little personal assistant, my little secret weapon. But anyway, this is inside the digital workbook. So I'm going to be teaching you all on the mini master classes about some of the universal laws and how we can use them. But there's like a breakdown of it, an actual breakdown of it inside of the workbook. And not just a breakdown of what they are, but like if you see right here, it's like daily ways to use it. So different things that you can do on a daily basis to like make this a part of your practice. Because again, it's not enough to come here and get excited and hear how I was able to manifest stuff and be like, yeah, girl, yeah, girl. If you are not going to practice it, you are not going to benefit from it. So again, this is not a spectator sport. We have to make sure we are active participants in manifesting what we desire. Now, one of the things that I do want to, this is, I guess, like your homework for the night. I want you to come up with your mantra, and not just your mantra for this challenge, but your mantra to take with you, like playing for you in the back of your head. Now, I took it a little far when it comes to my mantra. Where is it? I literally have my mantra tattooed on me, and it's written in Arabic. So I know you're like, girl, what does that say? But it says patience, persistence, and positivity. This is my mantra. And patience, persistence, positivity is literally in direct alignment with manifestation. Let me tell you why. I truly believe that when you practice these 3 P's, the possibilities are endless. Like the things that you are able to do, the things that you're able to accomplish, achieve, manifest, it's limitless when you actively, intentionally, and consistently practice these 3 P's. So what does that look like in terms of the law of attraction? Well, when it comes to patience, in terms of law of attraction, patience says, I am not bound by my deadline, but I trust God's timeline. I'm not bound by my deadline.
Hi, I'm Sean Nelson, founder and CEO of Lovesack and host of the Let Me Save You 25 Years podcast. Imagine learning from the best without the years of struggle. On my podcast, I sit down with stars like Montel Jordan and Sarah Blakely to share the hard-earned lessons that can save you time and effort on your path to success. Ready to speed up your success story? Listen to Let Me Save You 25 Years with Sean Nelson wherever you get your podcasts.
People are driven by the search for better. But when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. The hiring process can be slow and overwhelming. Simplify hiring with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform. With over 350 million global monthly visitors according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. Join more than 3.5 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ13. That's Indeed.com/PODKATZ13. Terms and conditions apply. People are driven by the search for better. But when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. The hiring process can be slow and overwhelming. Simplify hiring with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform. With over 350 million global monthly visitors according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. Join more than 3.5 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ13. That's Indeed.com/PODKATZ13. Terms and conditions apply.
So I told you about the Essence article that I manifested in 2014. In 2013, when I set the intention, I put on this intention card that I had that I wanted to be featured in the September 2013 Essence magazine. That's what I put. Very specific. Essence magazine, full page article, September 2013. Well, September came and went. September rolled right around. It got on out the door. And if I did not have patience, I would have told myself, dang, I knew Essence wasn't going to call me. I knew I wasn't good enough for Essence to reach out. I knew that really wasn't going to happen anyway. I knew that law of attraction stuff doesn't work. I knew I was just wasting my time. If I did not have patience, if I was so caught up in my deadline, even though I was doing my job, I was being specific, I was putting a name on it, I was putting a deadline to it, I still know that me with my worldly perception and perspective and just my limited knowledge and wisdom, I can't predict the future. So I can wish and hope that September 2013 is when I get the feature, but it wasn't until, what is this? March 2014. So I set the intention for September 2013, but the article didn't come out until the next year, March 2014. Patience has to be a part of it. Persistence has to be a part of it. I will not quit even when my vision doesn't match my view. So even when what I place up on my vision board, the yachts and the engagement rings and the mansions and the man and the kids and the pregnancy and the wedding, even when my current view, what I open my eyes and see, does not match that vision board, I will not be swayed, because I know that that means that there is something that I need to work on in this season before I can step into the next season. There's some work that needs to be done. There's some improvements that need to be made. And on day 4, I'm pretty sure it is, we're going to let ChatGPT literally tell us what improvements need to be made in order for us to manifest our dream life. We're going to allow ChatGPT to tell us what skills we need to brush up on, okay, so that we can get closer to living the life of our dreams. So patience, persistence, positivity. I'm not bound by my deadline. I trust God's timeline. I will not quit even when my view doesn't match my vision. And then positivity. I'm going to remain positive. I'm going to maintain a good spirit. I'm still going to go out here and operate with love, with kindness. I'm still going to be a good person, even when I don't see the goodness that I know God has for me. Even if it's not here today, I'm not going to act like a brat until it shows up, because that's not how it works. That is not how it works. Acting like a brat is just going to prolong it. That negative energy is just going to push it away. That negative energy is literally going to repel anything positive. Put that in your notebook. Negative energy, a negative mood, a negative attitude is going to repel anything positive. Your mood moves things. Your mood moves things. It's your mood. It's your energy. It's your emotion. It's your excitement. It's that good feeling that brings goodness to you. Good feeling, goodness. Negative feeling, what you think that's going to bring to you? More ish to be mad about. You go out here mad, have you ever woke up and it's just like the day started off bad? Like you just started off with a bad attitude, and then like the water didn't get warm enough in the shower. You were running late on the way to work and somebody was driving slow in front of you. You missed the elevator when you walked into the building. Like it was literally just like a domino effect, like one negative thing or one negative thought led to the next, to the next, to the next. The same thing can happen in reverse. Your positive thought, your good intention, your gratitude, your gratitude, baby, will lead to goodness. So our goal is to fill our entire day with goodness so that we can't attract anything but goodness. We can't attract anything but goodness. It's literally impossible. Like attract like. That is what the law of attraction tells us. What we put out is what we get back. So we're going to put out positivity. We're going to put out goodness. We're going to put out that we know that God got us, that God got us, and he's going to continue to show up and prove it every single time. I just dropped the link in the chat, Nisha, for the workbook. If you would like to get the digital workbook, grab it. It's there. You'll get instant access with that link. So patience, persistence, positivity. That's my mantra. That's my mantra. My challenge for you, my homework for you is to come up with your own mantra for these 5 days, but even beyond. What's something that you feel like you can live by? Because I even ended up getting this. Wasn't trying to be like philosophical when I get this. Like I had just been through some mess. I had come through the fire, baby. I had come out on the other side of a situation that I just did not know God was going to get me through. And I realized that not only is this what it took to get me out of it, but this is what it was going to take to get me to that next thing that I desired. I had also learned the hard way what happens when you are not patient. When you rush it, it ain't right. When you try to make it happen versus manifesting it, it's going to end up being a mess. That's how you end up with a mess when you try to make it happen. I'm going to force it. How many people, and I hope I'm not stepping on any toes here. I'm just going to say the people that I know. I know some actual people who have tried to make it happen. I'm going to make him love me. I'm going to make him want me. I'm going to make this relationship work. I'm going to make him want to be in a relationship with me. And all they ended up with was a baby and a baby daddy, all based off of, I'm going to make it work. Now, that's an extreme example because that's a whole life that is the product of it. But we've all, at least me, I've gotten myself into a mess trying to make it happen, trying to play God, trying to do his job, trying to be in his business. Okay. And so our goal is to be patient, or at least mine is to be patient, to be persistent, and to be positive in the pursuit of our wildest dreams. So that's my mantra. Come up with yours, and I would love to hear about it. So one of the other elements of this 5-day delusional dream challenge is the accountability group, the support that we have in our private well-kept woman community. So each day I'll be putting up a post inside the Facebook group, and I'll be asking you to respond to that post. One of the posts is going to be for you to share your mantra, so that if somebody else is having a hard time, if somebody else is stuck trying to figure out what their mantra should be or need some inspiration, you might be able to inspire them with yours. So make sure, if you are not a part of the Well Kept Woman community on Facebook, you request access. Now, I did get some emails from people who are like, girl, I am not on Facebook. It's okay. You'll still get the daily emails as long as you have officially registered, but you don't have to be on Facebook to participate in this challenge. Now, just another one or two kind of things that I want you to keep in mind over these next 5 days. One thing that I want you to keep in mind is that comparison is the thief of joy. And in this situation, what I mean by that is you comparing what you feel like in your spirit, what you feel like you desire, to what somebody else has, what somebody else has told you you should have, what society says is success. That will steal your joy, because what will happen is you will base your dreams off of what they're doing, accomplish it, manifest it, and still be mad as hell, still feel unfulfilled, still be praying to God, asking God, why do I have all of this, but I still feel empty? Why do I have this man, but I still feel alone? If you pick that man based on what your mama said you should have, then your joy has been stolen, because you compared what your spirit told you you desired with what your mama said you need to have, and now your joy has been stolen. So do not allow comparison to steal your joy. You want to define your dreams, and day one is all about defining your dreams. You want to define your dreams based on what feels good for you, because if you define your dreams based off of what somebody else wants, it will never feel good for you, because it was not meant for you. Some women have literally chosen their career path based on what their mama said. I'm going to choose the degree that I'm going to go after, getting $100,000 worth of debt behind what my daddy told me he think I should do. And now I wonder why I'm pissed off every day at work. I wonder why I'm mad that I got to pay down all of this debt. And I based this life decision off of some comment that my daddy made when I was 12 years old. Like, we have to make sure that we are being intentional, and that our intentions are based on what we desire, and not just what's been going on in the back of our head, what somebody has been telling us is desirable. Now, I'm going to step on the toes of my Caribbean sisters with this, because from what I hear, the Caribbean mamas, the African mamas, don't play when it comes to crafting doctors and lawyers and like really professional, high achieving people. But I just want to free you with this, that you do not have to base your desires off of what your mama says is desirable. Having a daughter doctor is desirable for her, but that does not mean that reality will be desirable for you. Okay, so whoever that was for, a hit dog or holla, but comparison is the thief of joy. Throughout this manifestation process together and then beyond, you don't want to find yourself begging and pleading with God, with the universe, with spirit. You want to truly start to understand that what you want wants you, that God did not give you that vision to leave you void. So we're not begging, we are commanding. And when I say command, you should think about commander in chief, military. Like, I am telling you, this is what I expect. Okay, I am telling you that this is what I expect because the law of assumption says that I'm going to assume that this is my reality. I'm going to act as if it already is, right? So we are not begging, we are commanding. And so it is. That's why the name of the manifestation workbook is And So It Is. And this is going to be a physical workbook with a spiral coil, but it's not ready yet. So I'm not promoting it yet. But And So It Is literally your declaration. It can be the closing of your prayer. It can be the closing of your meditation. It's literally you saying everything that I just said before this. I command that it is. I command that it be true. I command that it will be done. But that is why we have to make sure the things that we say we want are in alignment with our assignment. Now, our intention before we wrap up this welcome and intention session, we got to set the intention. Now, I'm going to set an intention. You can definitely, I want you to set this one, but if you have another one that you want to set for yourself for these 5 days that we're going to spend together inside this delusional dream challenge, feel free to do that. But the intention that I am setting for you and for us throughout this experience is to be open and aware of clues and confirmation that we're on the right path. That's our intention. We just got to be aware. Now, if part of your dream life, if part of what you want to manifest is the man of your dreams, do we necessarily expect that he's going to show up on day 3 of this 5-day challenge? Maybe he will, but maybe he won't. But what we can realistically expect is for spirit, for God, for the universe to give us clues that we are on the right path. It's no coincidence that I got an email with the subject line television show or TV show opportunity within 12 hours of me typing into Chat GPT that I wanted to have a television show, that I wanted to be a television show host. That is no coincidence. That's no coincidence. But that was a clue. That was a little confirmation, and not a little confirmation. That was a big confirmation. It was pretty exciting for me. But throughout this week, as you are setting intentions, as you are being specific, as you are keeping your mind, your attention on your intention, you're going to start to see clues. You're going to start to see confirmation. God is going to start to show you that he is going to answer those requests. Okay, that there is fruit on the other side of these seeds that you are sowing. This is a seed sowing week. Okay, this is a seed sowing week. This is our time to sow seeds for the life that we believe that God is going to bless us with. If you are a woman of faith, how dare you not believe that God has this beautiful, amazing future waiting for you? If you are a woman of faith, how dare you believe that God forgot about you? One thing that I know to be true is that faith and fear cannot coexist. Faith and fear cannot coexist. So when you feel that fear creeping in, you have to instantly make a shift to a faithful thought. And that's what Chat GPT is going to help us with throughout this challenge. It's going to give us the scripts. It's going to give us the words. It's going to give us the messaging. It's going to give us the vocabulary to help capture our vision so that we can hold on to that vision and stay excited about it and see it when we close our eyes. I want you to commit to just 1 hour each day. The masterclass and the alignment assignment, the email that I'm going to send you, the work that you're going to do each day should not take you more than 1 hour, not more than 1 hour of your time. So what I need for you to do tonight before you close your eyes is to look at your calendar for the week, look at your schedule, and figure out how can you carve out 1 hour. When is that 1 hour going to be? And if you're in the Well Kept Woman Facebook group, I want you to come over there and tell me, when is that 1 hour going to be? Is it going to be in the morning? Is it going to be in the evening? Is it going to be when you lay your kids down at night? Is it going to be when you lay yourself down? Is it going to be when you put up a house and you have 10 minutes before you got to come inside? Is it going to be in the carpool lane? Well, I guess that's not an hour, but whenever you can build in that hour, and maybe it's not, a straight hour. Maybe you can do 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening, but however you got to make it make sense, your wildest dreams are worth it. The version of you that you deserve to meet, it's worth it. It's worth finding the time for. It's worth not finding an excuse for, because life is gonna life. And we can be real excited on Sunday, but by the time Wednesday rolls around, we didn't, got bogged down at work. We got a deadline we got to do. And I want you to commit to the future version of you. There is a version of you that you will not have the opportunity to meet unless you get intentional, unless you get focused, unless you commit to doing your part in manifesting the life of your dreams. I am excited to experience this challenge with you. I'm excited for all that you are going to manifest, even over these 5 days together. And I cannot wait for your testimonials, for your feedback inside of the Well Kept Women community group. I love you. Be on the lookout for an email from me tomorrow on day 1. And if you did not officially register for the 5-day Delusional Dreams Challenge, you can hit the link in my bio, or you can log on to Coriel.com. And when you register, you will have the opportunity to grab the digital workbook. It's the digital manifestation workbook. One last time, let me show you really, really quick what you will get access to. So there are 91 pages that you get access to inside of this manifestation workbook, from the universal laws to specifically how to use the law of attraction, how to learn more about the law of attraction. So there's a couple books that I'm suggesting, as well as some activities that you can do to implement the law of attraction. And then there's just a ton of manifestation exercises, manifestation tools. If you're into human design, there's a Chat GPT prompt to help you with your human design profile in relation to the dream that you want to manifest. There's a bunch of different manifestation exercises. If you're into EFT tapping, there's even an EFT prompt that you can do. And then there are ways that you can actually get strategy from Chat GPT. And again, during this 5-day challenge, we're going to talk about, this is the 30-day scripting challenge, but we're going to talk about like productivity, strategy, how you can actually bring this vision to life with a plan. Because again, manifestation is magical, but it's not so magical that it works without you working. Okay. And then there's even a space in the physical workbook. You'll be able to actually like copy and paste onto these pages for your vision board. But obviously you can print and cut it out, if you desire. But that is what you get if you choose the option that says get instant access to the workbook. I will see you all tomorrow for day 1 of the 5-day Delusional Dream Challenge. I love you. Have an amazing night.
People are driven by the search for better. But when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed. The hiring process can be slow and overwhelming. Simplify hiring with Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform. With over 350 million global monthly visitors according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Ditch the busy work. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. Join more than 3.5 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/PODKATZ13. That's Indeed.com/PODKATZ13. Terms and conditions apply.